Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video. So on today's video we are going to be talking about my TBR for the month of October, what I'm going to be reading for the month of October. As we know, the month of October is a month for autumn, fall as the Americans say, and it's all about the changing of weather, the changing of the leaves. It's all about the orange color, and it's all about the cup of teas and all of those amazing things. It is also the month of Halloween. However, here on this channel, I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't give a damn about Halloween. In fact, I find Halloween very scary. When I go out on Halloween and everybody's dressed in costumes and like you can't even see somebody's eyes sometimes, it freaks me out and it gives me nightmares. So I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't know if you guys know, but the month of October here in the UK is also Black History Month. And for that reason, I have decided that for this month of October, I am only going to be reading books by Black authors because I think it's important to share Black people's work. There is a lot of it, a lot of beautiful books that they write that I absolutely love. And for the month of October, I am only going to be reading those amazing books. And I can't wait to share them all with you. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Book number one that I've got on my list is What Mama Left Me by Renee Watson. I think this book is middle grade, as they would say in America. Here is secondary school. So this book follows a girl called Serenity. Let me read you the synopsis. So Serenity is heartbroken. Her mother is dead, her father is gone, and she and her brother are starting over by moving in with their grandparents. At first, things seem good. A friend who makes her feel connected and a boy who makes her feel seen. But when her brother seems to be going down the wrong path, the old fears set in. Will he end up like their dad? Will she end up like their mom? Can Serenity let go of the past and the secrets she's been keeping? Can she repair her heart? I have not read a lot of books by this author, but I know this author is a children's book writer. She is a Black author. She's a Black American author, and I can't wait to dive into this and see what it's all about. Also, can we take a moment to just appreciate the cover of this book? It is so beautifully done that I'm just like, my goodness, amazing. So that is that one. Next up on the list is Rabid. This book has been all over BookTube, all over Instagram, all over social media. Everybody is talking about this book. This is actually a new book, and I have actually already started reading it. So I am here. I don't know if you can see. So this is what I have left. I've read all of that, and this is what I have left. This is, my goodness, I don't even know how to explain this book. This is a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It is a high fantasy. So if you are somebody who is just thinking of getting into fantasy, I would say do not pick this book up because it is a high fantasy, and that is coming from somebody who actually reads fantasy. The way this book is written is absolutely beautiful. The way the author created this world is absolutely amazing. What can I say about it without giving it away? Because I don't want to give anything away. If you were to pick up this book, I want you to be surprised. This book, we follow a girl called Teresa, and she has longed for a family, friends, just to feel loved because she was raised in isolation by her mother, who is referred to as the lady. Now, when she comes of age, the lady sends her off to a global empire where she is going to be chosen as one of the council's 11. If she's picked, she'll be joined with the other council members through the ray, a bond deeper than blood. Oh, that ray, oh my God, it is amazing. I wish I had that. It is so cool. You can do so many things anyway. But the lady has other ideas, including a magical wish that Teresa is compelled to obey. Kill the crown prince once she gains his trust. Honestly, this book, I am enjoying it. I cannot wait to finish it. And that is all I can say about it for now, because I don't actually want to give it away, and I want to finish reading it and actually process it, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the world is very, the world the book is written in, it is a very weird world. Like, there is a lot in there that you have to digest. But what I do love about it, because the author is a Nigerian author, you can totally see that in the book. Like, the way they talk about the hair being braided, the way they talk about the clothes that they are wearing, you can see all of that in the book, and it is so beautiful. So I cannot wait to finish it, and then I will let you guys know what star I give it and what I enjoyed about it or didn't enjoy about it, but I am enjoying it so far. Next up is Clap When We Land. Again, can we take a moment to appreciate the cover of this book? It is absolutely beautiful. Now, Clap When You Land is a story about two sisters. These two sisters get to find out about each other when their dad dies. The author is actually a poet, so they write poems, and that explains why the book is written like this. Can you see? It's not written like you would think a book is written. It's written in some sort of like poetic writing. So yeah, so it's written in dual narrative. So we get to the two perspectives of the two sisters. So it's a book really about grief, and it's about finding out about your life and your identity, and these two girls thinking that they had the dad to themselves, but actually the dad was sort of living a double life. So coming to terms with that, of a father who is dead that you cannot ask questions, and also embracing a sister that you have no idea that she existed. And I can't wait to read it and actually find out more about the plane crash that happened, and yeah, these two girls' story. So yeah. Next up on the list is The Hate You Give. This book I have had for the longest time. When I said the longest time, I literally mean the longest time. I'm pretty sure I bought this book when it first came out. However, I could not finish this book, and that is not because the book is bad. No, it's because I couldn't get through it without crying. I kept on crying. Like, I read I don't even know, like pages 1 to 10, and I was already in tears. So I kept on crying and I just couldn't finish it. And it's also a film, so you probably have seen the film already. But in this story, in this book, we follow a 16-year-old girl called Star. She lives in two worlds. The poor neighborhood where she was born and raised, and her posh high school in the suburbs. The uneasy balance between them is shattered when Star is the only witness to the fatal shooting of her unharmed best friend Khalil by a police officer. Now what Star says could destroy her community also gets her killed. So she's a witness to a shooting, and I did get to that part of the story, and I cried and sobbed and got so angry with everything that I was just like, why is the world this cruel? And like, I couldn't finish it. So now it is Black History Month, and I think I'm in the right headspace at the moment to actually sit down and read it and finish it. So I am going to aim to finish it. So this is how far I got. So I still have all this part to read basically. So yeah, so that's that one. Next up on the list, I've got The First Woman. My God, can we take a moment? Can we take a moment and just look at this cover and this book? This book holds a very special place in my heart because it is written by a Ugandan author. For those of you that don't know, I am Ugandan, and I cannot tell you the joy that I feel when I see work from Black authors who are Ugandan. I am so proud. Like, I'm so proud, and I cannot wait to read this book. What I do know about this book is that we follow a girl who is obviously Ugandan, and I believe she's living with her cousins or her aunt, and you know how her whole life is planned out for her, as our community usually does. when, you know, she's gonna go to school, get married, everything is planned out for her, and I believe she does rebel against that. So it's also set during the time when Idi Amin was still the president. If you don't know who Idi Amin is, then I cannot help you. It is Black History Month. Type it into Google. Google will help you to find out who Idi Amin is. We follow her journey of her actually trying to fight and become her own person in a country that is ruled by Idi Amin. And there is Ugandan folk tales in here. There is a little bit of Ugandan language in here, and I am excited to read this book. I cannot tell you how excited I am. So the next books that I've got are actually Audibles, because I do like reading physical books and also listening to Audibles. So the first one that I've got on Audible is You Are Dope, and that is by Ovi Soki. Now Ovi, he's a Love Island contestant, not the last series that went, but the one before that. He did not win. I think he came third. I think it was third. But this guy, the way he portrayed himself on Love Island was absolutely amazing. This book is a non-fiction. It is, I think it's a very much a book about like him just sharing his life stories, just sharing his energy and things like that. So I can't wait to dive into it and actually listen to it. Next up on my list on the Audible is Love Again by Rashida something. Let me have a look. Love Again by Rashida Ashanti Malcolm. This one came up in the suggestion on my Audible. It is also by a Black author. It is a fiction, and I believe with this one we are following a girl called Honey, who is also, I think her mom is Ethiopian, and her mom has obviously set out her life for her and everything like that, and she's saying no, and she's living her own life, and I think she meets a guy and they fall in love. I am not sure really what this book is really about, but all I know is that it is a romance. And yeah, so I can't wait to also dive into that and see where Honey's story takes me. So those are all the books I'm going to be reading for Black History Month / October TBR. I hope you have found some books in here that you are thinking of picking up, and we can read them along together and talk about them together down in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll be doing reading vlogs and updating you guys on all the books that I'm going to be reading. Wish me luck that I actually finish all of these books in the month of October, because I don't know what I've signed up for. So wish me luck that I actually do finish all of them in the month of October. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in my next video. Lots of love. Mwah! Bye.